Hello YouTube and welcome to your second tutorial in Java programming. In this tutorial I'm going to talk about variables and what you can do with them in Java. And they are very important because we're going to use them throughout all the videos. So what is a variable? In math we use a variable like a and we say it's equal to the number 3. And what does this mean in math? This means that a is equal to 3. So wherever in an equation, for example, we have the letter a, it's equal to 3. It's the same in Java too. So wherever we have a, we have 3. So a represents the number 3. And we can have more variables like b is equal to 5. And we want a decimal number, so we say y is equal to 12.3. And in Java we have data types. I'm going to talk more about data types in the next video, but for now we're going to put here an int. Int is a 32-bit number, so when you put int before a, we say to the program that a is a int. So int holds 32-bit numbers. We can put 8-bit numbers, which the primitive data type is byte, short for 16-bit numbers, and long for 64-bit numbers. And b is also a 32-bit number. It's smaller, but we can put int because int is what we're gonna use always. And for decimal numbers it's different. We use float or double. So before y we're gonna put double. And what does this do? So for a we put int a equals to 3, and let's not forget about our semicolons. So a is a int number, so it's a 32-bit int number, and it's equal to 3. And b is a integer or int, and it's equal to 5. And y is a decimal number, 12.3. So we say it's a double. So y represents 12.3, and it can hold any kind of point number, a decimal number. So in this program we're gonna put these numbers on our screen. So system.out.print line a. I'm gonna copy this. And put the 3 of them, b, y. So in our first line we say a is 3. So when we put here a, what's gonna be the message on the screen? So it's gonna be 3. And we have here b, so the message on the screen is gonna be 5. And where we have y, it's equal to, it represents the number 12.3. And in the last tutorial I only used this part of this command. Now I'm using the ln. The ln it tells the program to put a cursor on the next line when we run it. So let's see these numbers. Oh, I forgot to save it. So let's say Java tutorials the Java. I hope you learned this in the last video. Press enter and we have no errors. Then we run the program, and as you can see we have these numbers. So 3, so we have a here, and it put the a in the screen, and the ln put the cursor on the next line. And where we have B, it put the 5, where B represents the number 5, and here we have the Y, which represents the number 12.3, as you can see here and here. So if we didn't put the ln here, so we leave it like this, and like this, save it, it puts them in all in the same line, so this looks like a big number. So we have to leave the ln in the code so we know what we are seeing, and it's not a big number like that. I didn't save it. Compile it again and then run it. So if when we put the ln, it puts the cursor on the next line. So 3, we know that A is 3, B is 5, and Y is 12.3, and not this big number. What is it? 3,512. So thank you for viewing. Hope this has been informative.